Hello again everyone, Deflect here for But Fair Gaming, bringing you a video on the top companions. Now let me first start off by saying any companion that you like will work. These numbers aren't that different that you're gonna lose out on a mission because you didn't have a certain companion out with you. So let me just start by saying that any companion will work. It doesn't make the biggest difference, but if you do want the best, the companions are different. Everyone will argue that they're not, but there has been people who have done parses to check and show that they are different. Now, if you just want to watch the beginning video and find out the best for each class, I can tell you right now, the best in slot for each class due to the parses from the ones tested. They haven't tested them all, but from the ones tested, starting with DPS, is Shay. Should come as no surprise. Rumors been going around a long time that Shay is the best, parsed out at the best. Shay for DPS. If you want to get into tank, the best tank that you can have, I actually don't have on this one for some reason, I guess I just haven't picked him up, is Nico. Nico is the best tank you can have. Now, the best healer you can have is one called Zoom. And Zoom can be bought from the cartel market. It's 3,800. I do not have them because it is not worth 3,800 to me. That is way too much for just a healing companion when other ones will do close to the same job. So those are your top ones that parsed out. Those are the top picks for every spec. Now let me get into the best idea of how to go about picking a companion. First, pick the companion you like. Whatever one you like will work. Next, if you want ones that are going to do better, your general, let me stress that again, general rule of thumb, double range, then double melee weapon, then single range, then single melee. That will be your rule of thumb for best companion. So, Viroa is a double melee companion. And she is one of the top. She is one of the top ones that you can get. It is DPS. I believe it's Shay, Master Ranos, then Viroa, and yes, I will be butchering the names. And yes, it's gonna happen. Double melee, but those are the top two are double melees. Hamadil double range comes in very close to the top, and Ensign Temple very close to the top as well. For your tanks, Nico. Nico is the top threat generator. Next is Paxton Rawl. I do not have Paxton Rawl as there is no way to get Paxton Rawl unless you subscribe during a certain time period like 2 or 3 years ago. So I do not have him. Master Ranos was tested and he comes in a very distant third. So top one, Nico you can get. If you want a tank companion, get Nico. He's very, very good at generating threat. Like I said, double range is always a great thing to have, and he is actually a pretty good healer too. So Nico you can use in a lot of different situations. He's not bad on DPS. He's the best tank, and he's a pretty good healer. So I would suggest if you're going to level 1, level Nico. Shay's very good at multiple different things. Very good at, obviously, DPS. It's number 1 DPS. Pretty good at healing. Not the best, not the worst, but pretty good at healing. And wasn't tested for tank, so I don't know how much threat that Shay actually takes. But Shay, Nico, you're pretty good if you level those two companions. Other than that, you can go through a list and see a whole bunch of parses. I'm going to try to put this in the description and show you. But there's some that are... I usually run a healing companion because I'm a very squishy DPS. So the healing companion just helps. I know I could probably run a tank or something, but I don't know. I like the healing companion. That's what I do. It's what I like. Some people say it's not worth it. Yeah, it's my preference, and that's what I choose. So it is what it is, but some say this T701, something by the numbers, is really good as well. Really good at healing. I just personally, the droid just kind of gets annoying to me, so I don't run it very much. Gus is also a good healer if you have Gus, and then Ensign Temple is a good healer, as well as Viroa is actually a really good healer as well. So those are a couple ideas for good healers. Good DPS, you know, stick to range. I actually run with Alara Dorn a lot too. She's actually a pretty decent healer and a decent DPS. But any other one you want, you can always parse out and see. If you have star parse, you can check and see what your companion's doing. But they are all slightly different on what they will do for DPS, for heals, for threat generation. But at least now you have an idea of, you know, if you want to pick a better one, odds are the double range is going to be best. Odds are the double melee is going to come in very well with just behind double range, and then range, and then melee. So keep that in mind if you're looking for the best ones. If not, just go with the one you like. Like I said, it's not going to be life-altering difference by any means. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And this was Deflect from Firm but Fair Gaming.